Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Jurassic RimWorld Let's Play, where you may notice some people are a little bit beat up. We just had a pack of rabid chinchillas come attack us, and so there's dead chinchillas everywhere. Let's make sure that those are... yeah, they're not forbidden, okay. We've made a little bit of progress up on our prison here. Mostly waiting for the materials for the walls to get finished, and I'm slowly roofing this off as we go. In the meantime, I've had them building furniture in the guards' quarters, I suppose you could call it, and building beds because we have plenty of wood. We just don't have a lot of the, what is it, synthetic paint? No, wrong thing. Yeah, we don't have a lot of the synthetic paint we need, and in fact, it looks like a lot of these have been filled in. It's just a matter of them coming and actually working on it. Cloth is also kind of slowing us down. We need more cloth for these beds, and I believe these beds as well, and of course the rugs. So there's a lot of stuff we need cloth for. I'm also going to do that before I forget. We are growing plenty. It's just a matter of, waiting for it. We also have some guests who I was able to buy some more components from, so that did help us a little bit. But I've spent quite a few components as well, so we might be at a net loss. Wayne, you can go about your business. He had to beat a chinchilla to death with the butt of his shotgun. You taking that to the freezer? How nice of you. Berry bushes died from rotting. Yeah, those little spots there I can't seem to fix. I don't know why that is. I think it's just the shadow of the roof or something that's making them so they don't grow. But if they don't grow for a long enough period of time, then they just rot and fall apart. I'm actually going to ask them to maybe continue this up a bit as well. We'll go up to about here. I don't think we need to go any further than that for the time being. I need these as well. And take that up to there. So it should be something like that, I believe. And then right here we'll cut in. Cool. Okay. And just so I don't forget that that's an entrance, let's bring this in a bit as well. Okay, apparently not. And we'll do the same there. Alright. So these pathways are coming along. I've had them also go ahead and wrap the solar panels in berry bushes just to kind of decorate them a little bit. This is going to be a walkway though, or at least part of it will be. I might bring the berry bushes out just a little bit, but the center of this will be a walkway. And then obviously we have them on either side. And we'll have, I don't know, stuff to do out here as well. Probably not pool tables or poker tables, because I feel like those really should be indoors. But we can do hot tubs. We can just do outdoor seating so that they can just relax and have a meal outside. I don't know what else. We'll have to see what our options are, because I don't think we've really unlocked any new recreation activities recently. Archery targets. I don't know that I want that in the hotel. Horseshoe pins we could have. Probably not going to do shooting ranges or martial arts targets out there. Those will be in our guard barracks. Not this guard barracks. The one where our away team kind of hangs out. Speaking of away team, I think we're going to do this item stash quest today. And in fact, it's pretty early in the morning, so I think this is as good a time as any to maybe send them out. So this is the one I'm referring to here. We're going to get another Spectre bombardment. I think we have like two or three, well, two probably now. At least one for sure, because we got effectively the same thing on the last one. We don't know what sort of threats are there though. But I think we'll be okay. So let's form a caravan. I'm going to send Riker, since he didn't get to go on the last one. Gomez, I generally do send you. So, yeah. And I'll send Bruce, because he's got the big gun. So we'll send those three. And we'll bring the dinos as well. I don't know, like, which one of you is faster. It looks like the Parasaur eats less. So I think the Parasaur is a better choice. Surprised the Gallimimuses eat so much, because they're significantly smaller than a Parasaur. But anyways, I'll bring these three. We'll put Bruce on the big one, and then Gomez and Riker can share the Gallimimuses. And our route is there, so it's only going to take us about half day. I think it was a day and a half on foot, but obviously these dinos do speed up our movement quite a bit. And let's see, 50 is going to be 13 days. How many will 10 get us? Oh, that's not what I tried to click. 3 days. That is more than enough. It shouldn't take us even 2 days for a round trip on this. We will bring some herbal medicine as well. I'll just give them that stack of 24. And that's probably fine. So I'll lock that in and we'll let them get to it. Alright, so it looks like they finally put the roof in over here. So I'm going to ask for some chandeliers to get built. I'm also going to make sure that these conduits run all over this building here. Okay, it looks like I already got those. That should be connected, is it not? Oh, there's a blueprint there, it's just hard to see. What we should actually do is connect it over here too. Okay, that looks good. And as soon as they wall these rooms off, I can turn those into prisoner beds. So, I think we can actually pull the roof over this. There should be enough wall there to support it. We'll find out anyway. And I think we'll ask them to build this pretty soon. As soon as this room is a closed space, other than that, I'll ask them to do it, because then that will make that an interior. But until then, there's no rush on this, because I'm just going to have to build it and turn it off anyways. There's obviously nobody in here to be eating from it. Let's make sure that this is not a gather spot. I'll have to remember to do that with the other one when it comes in. And I've gotten all these as well, right? Yeah, not gather spots. Should probably check all of these. I don't know how recently they've been put in. This one is not, and these are not. Okay, so they should only be gathering like here. There'll be other places, but for now that's the only one I want. I don't want parties in bedrooms. And okay, so she's built that. One thing I was thinking is, I feel like this is a bit overkill, so I'm gonna reinstall this. I have to wait until she finishes that. Is that pretty central to the room? It kind of looks like it, even though it's off center there. Yeah, that looks centered. So I'm gonna have them move that. Marin, what are you doing? Okay. Allison, can you do me a favor? Move that. And then I'm gonna just take one of these small ones and we'll build a small one here, because that should be enough with these two to cover it. That's kind of weird that the light is still there. There we go. Okay. That should be enough to light the entry. And that'll save us a bit of power, because obviously we did not need that much light in that area. So it's like what? A little more than a fourth as much? Something like that, because 75 versus 250. 75 would be a fourth of 300, so it's a little bit more than a fourth, but whatever. Right, these beds. I guess we have to just kind of be patient and wait for this harvest to come in. It's not too far out, though. We'll get the beds done first, and only after the beds are done will I queue up more of these. But I would like them in there like that, and I'll just ask that they don't get built. I'll also do the same here with these. But again, we don't want that happening until after the beds are done. And then we just have to wait for everything to sort of happen. Especially marble. Marble's kind of coming at a slow rate. I don't even know if there's like marble still available. We've gone through a lot of the chunks on the map. I've been pulling them from like all the random areas, like all of this here. I'll ask for hauling. With the granite, we're turning that into concrete. So I do still need those. But I need marble more, and I'm not really seeing any. Interestingly, there's still a lot of steel. I think we're gonna have to mine this whole thing out. Let's see, dig like everything but the center block, essentially. I don't want to risk like a cave in here, so if you do all of that, we should be okay. Do this one too. We should get some marble chunks from that. These are also marble. Okay, then we'll grab all this. Okay, caravan's on the way. Oh, I forgot to send them with the sleeping bags. I always forget to do that. It shouldn't be a huge issue though, because they're moving pretty fast. Oh, did they destroy? Oh man, they destroyed one of our turrets. I wonder, I probably forgot to turn it off, and so it was probably firing at them. Shame. How much do those cost? Oh, that's actually more components I kind of want to spend, but oh well. Maybe I'll just forbid the blueprint. Let's see. We do have some marble, so hopefully people start working on these. There's plenty of places where it can be used. Why is everybody having such issues right now? You're in serious pain. Why are you up right now? I don't know. Let's see. There's some paradigm there. I should really get that inside. It actually doesn't matter that it's outside, it just matters that it's not being refrigerated. Or, I don't know, maybe it does matter and it's just not indicating it. Why don't you take one? Cool. Oh, right. Taking your penoxycycline too? Or just hauling it? Take it. Perfect. I don't know how we're doing on that, but I've essentially set it up so that they should be producing it regularly and taking it regularly. And that's the only reason why we haven't had like a big malaria outbreak yet. Or anything like that, because that's something that's fairly common to this biome. But I've tried to stay on top of it. As best I can anyways. Okay. Apparently he's just going around getting like random conduits here and there. I don't know why we didn't do that one before. You gonna do the chandelier while you're at it? I have to like sit here and micromanage everything. Like, okay, that doesn't have any materials, but some of these I think do. Maybe not. Maybe the ones that did are finished. But a lot of them were sitting there with all the concrete and all the paint they needed and just weren't being touched. What do you... Oh, you're just hanging out in here eating? Okay, well, glad I remembered that. Alright, so visitors are finally leaving. They were amazed by our hospitality. I also gave them a gift while they were here, so hopefully we're seeing a lot more of them more frequently. They left us unfertilized buffalo chicken eggs and chocolate. So I'm noticing we seem to be on top of the whole fecal sludge issue again. This room was entirely full at one point, but we're down to just a couple of barrels, and some of those barrels were just created. Oh, we have a prosthesis trader. Say passing by? Or were they flying over? We should check, because while she's not going to like it, Amanda does need a leg. Gomez is normally the one that talks to people, but I guess Dr. Ayala can do it. So yeah, they were flying over. Yeah, I don't have an orbital trade beacon though, that's the issue. Or not where I need one anyway. Let's see. Well, they don't have what we need anyways, so I can make a peg leg. I'm not going to pay you silver for it. They have a bionic arm, but no bionic leg. That's fine. We were actually researching bionics right now anyways, so we'll be able to make our own soon enough. I thought we had an orbital trade beacon, though. Did we not? There's one here. I thought there was one here. Maybe it's covered by something. Oh, yeah, it's right here. So we do have orbital trade beacons, just not where our silver is. Oh, look, they've already arrived. Cool. So what we'd have to do there is if we wanted to trade, we would just have somebody haul silver over to this stockpile. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Are these like manhunter boomalopes? That would be pretty intense. Although you shoot one and they all go up, so it's not that bad. We could potentially be seeing an ambush here. Let's see. Everybody mount back up, please. I want to be moving a little bit faster, if that's possible. Let's get over here. Why do you guys always go weird routes? Like they run into the mountain and like hug it. Man, those are so much faster than the Parasaur is. Well, that's good to know. We'll test it with the other dinosaur that eats more and see if that one can keep up with these. Otherwise, we'll need... I might not have any Gallimimuses in the future. I might rely entirely on raptors when we can, but for now... you know what? Just stay mounted. Is this like a manhunter rat? No. I knew it! Ambush. One of them's behind us. With Molotovs. Is that it? Oh, there's one down there and one over here, but they won't be able to get to us without going around. So, this person is in kind of a tough spot. Bruce, why are you crossing our line of fire? You are going to get shot to hell, man. Or maybe not. Maybe we won't hit you. Okay. Did you have any gear worth taking? Not really, no. You did bring us some food, though. That's nice of you. Okay, Gomez. Go check this out while we wait for the others to come around. Oh, there was one down here. What were you going to throw at us? Oh, an explosive sack. Oh, God. I'm glad you guys picked up on that because I didn't see it. Okay. Area revealed. There's what we came here for. I'll just leave it there for when we are ready to leave. So can you guys dismount, please? Because I don't want to get the animals shot. That's our only way home. Drop. There we go. Dismount. I don't know why I had such a hard time finding that. Are you already dismounted? Like, what's... Nope. There we go. Okay. So if you guys could come over here. I'm going to ask Bruce to set up on that. Riker, take the flank, and Gomez set up here. Bruce, start shooting, please. There we go. What did you have? Incendiaries? Okay, we're getting a lot of incendiary weapons here. Did this guy have any armor? Nope. Just running at us in a Adidas tracksuit. Okay, so... Looks like this... Oh, actually both of them are fleeing. I don't think we'll catch them. Are they worth trying to catch? Like, do they have any gear that we want? Not really. And you're not that great a character. Not a bad character. Actually pretty good, but I wish she could shoot. And then Hurley. Kind of the same deal. Not terrible, not great. Above average, but whatever, they're gone. We won't catch them. Maybe Talia, but it's too late now. So, as soon as she leaves the map, we are finished. Yep, I think we're good to go. So, let's click on this. We'll reform the caravan. Yep, that's fine. Take all the food. Agave fruit, yeah. Berries, yes. Must have picked that up when we were foraging. Let's see, explosive sack. I'm going to leave that. I will take the Molotovs, though. And the incendiaries, and of course, the air bombardment, which we came here for. And is this marked as Dead Man's Clothes? Yes. Well, all the rest will be, except for this junk, but I don't want that junk. So, that looks good. Let's send them home. And let them travel. Alright, so it looks like we're finally getting... we don't have walls in here yet. So I can only really add lights and stuff to that. Yeah, those are the only ones that are still closed rooms. I can't make them prisoner beds until the rooms are enclosed. I'll need to figure out how I'm going to furnish this area. I do need to leave some room for the walkway out. So I'll probably have like a table and chairs here, table and chairs here, and then maybe... I don't even know if I'll put one there. Don't know. We'll see, I guess. I just don't like having stuff right in the way of doorways. I like to have at least like a small buffer zone in front of stuff. But that may or may not be possible. It'll depend. Why are you writing... I've explicitly told them not to do that. So, let's see. Expand forbid writing area. So they're not supposed to be writing here. Anywhere in this area. Or in this area. Or in these. But yet they continue to do so. Alright, so they're already back. That was quite a quick journey there. I guess the dinos are just going to hang out back there. That's fine. And you guys are going to unload stuff. Perfect. So we have another air bombardment. How many does that make? Tornado generator. That's a pretty handy weapon. And then this is the code red. I thought we had another. Oh, does Riker have one? Well, the one that we just picked up. But I thought somebody might have had it as like a weapon equipped. But it doesn't look like it. Nope. I must be thinking of a different playthrough. Are you going to... Oh, no, you're just carrying incendiaries. I don't mind you having them. Because they can have, like, potentially 2 sidearms. So let's see. He's going to ditch the incendiaries here, and I'll just have him pick them right back up. There we go. So he's got a knife in case he runs into melee combat. Incendiaries, he needs to get some area of effect damage, and then obviously his firearm. Alright, I'm sifting through our stockpile here just to see what I can kind of make use of and clear some space out with. And so we have all of these ornate plant pots that I asked for them to make. And so this one, I think most of them were made by Amanda, but this one is titled Chaos of Petra. Let's see what it's about. This piece bears a depiction of Petra smacking Z while capturing her roughly and amateurishly. Petra is laughing as tears well up in Z's eyes. The subjects are in front of a group of doctors. This image tells the story of the capturing of Z on the 15th of September. I'm going to put that in Petra's room. Where is she? Oh, she's in here, actually. I might save that one, then. Yeah, let's save that for whichever bedroom she ends up in. What are these? Title, Hunger by a Wild Boar. On this sculpture is a representation of a wild boar lying in a hospital bed while both sweating and shivering. Hundreds of dying blue jays lay on the ground. The image is bordered by 2 lentils. This portrayal relates to the wild boar being stricken with flu. I don't remember that. I guess that was over a year ago, though. Right. Well, this can go in one of the hotel rooms, I guess, because it's fairly generic. So these all have, it looks like this is the only one that doesn't. So there we go. Let's see. So that was, oh, Elijah for green. There's actually a bunch in here. Tone's poem. Bruce's way of thinking. I like how these are all like colonist themed. Chaos of Petra, Hunger by Wild Boar, and Tales by Gray. So I feel like a lot of these need to be saved so they can go in that person's room. I think one of them mentioned Elijah, didn't it? Which one was that? Is it this one? Elijah for green. This work portrays a monumental gray, scorched stone surrounded by smoke and ash. 5 figures prepare tools and equipment. The scene takes place on the outskirts of a district. The overall composition is dynamic. This representation refers to a meteorite falling near Elijah's encampment. Okay. Well, it's got his name in it, so we'll put it in here. By the table, I guess. I think that's where I've been doing them. Although every room is kind of laid out differently now. And why is that stockpile weird? There we go. So we had Tone's poem. Tone, do you have like a permanent bedroom yet? No, he's in here. Then there was Chaos of Petra. She's in the hotel still. Bruce's way of thinking. Bruce is also in there. I'm curious though. On this work is an image of Bruce wielding an axe, wearing an indebted look in his eyes. A settlement burns in the distance. A villager in the background conveys the emotions of anarchy. The post-impressionistic style of the central scene clashes with the cel-shaded depiction of the background. This depiction refers to Bruce's caravan defeating an enemy stronghold. That's kind of cool. I'm sure he'd like that, so we'll save it. I would have liked to clear more out though, but yeah, these are all like dedicated to specific people, and those people unfortunately are not these people. Although the Petra one does have Z in it, but I don't know that Z would want like an artistic rendition of her being captured in her own bedroom. So it looks like tomorrow will be a big harvest for us. I think all of the cotton will be ready, if it's not ready by this evening. The corn is probably 2 days out, so maybe the day after the cotton. And they're harvesting the rice right now, so everything's going pretty well in terms of food. In fact, we might have too much. Why is everybody like on the verge of breaking all the time? He's really hungry. He doesn't like being awake. We have him set to a nocturnal schedule. It's just we can't have him always asleep during the day. Oh look, somebody cleared that automatically. Good on you, Gomez. I like Gomez. She gets the job done. So many people I have to sit there and micromanage. She does her job. Actually, that's not even her job. So good on her again. Yeah, I'm gonna make Woody eat, because he's just gonna be running around upset the whole day. I can't do anything about the fact that he's a night owl in daytime, because, again, I can't make him sleep the entire time it's light out. Sure, pick up another one, and yeah, go to the bathroom, because you needed to do that as well. And I can't force him to do recreation, but yeah, sure, go to bed, that'll help. Our relations with Bonfarston have changed from 71 to 61, natural tendency to reach 50. I don't like that mechanic. I think that's really stupid, because they just visited us and just had like a fantastic stay. We gave them gifts. So I feel like that natural tendency should maybe be put off a little bit, because we've had very recent interaction with them, and very positive interaction with them. So it doesn't really make sense to me why it would be like slowly deteriorating. I mean, maybe later on if we haven't, you know, talked to them in a long time, but that's not the case. Okay. So this walkway's been done. I don't know if I want to pave over the patio just yet. I think I'd prefer to stick to the walkways for now, because we do move faster across these. That's partly why I've done it. When we're going through the unpaved stuff, it is much slower, especially when we hit like marshy soil or the denser grass. So this does help us get around the base faster. Why has this not been... Oh, we're having a party. Oh good, and it's happening in here. I didn't catch who's throwing it. But that's a great place to have it, because we have our psychic emanator here. That's going to make everybody nice and happy. And so not only will they have a mood boost from taking part in a party, but we'll have a little bit of like passive mood boost from this as well. God, every time we make beer, it gets cleaned out so fast. This was full last time I looked at it. We're like, we got a bunch of alcoholics here. I feel like I don't want to use these tables, but we could really use like another one right here maybe. I don't know, that's maybe too close to the door. Like that would be better, but then Like I've got a bunch of seats right up against the walls, but at least there is some space in front of the door. We could push that over and maybe squeeze in another here. I don't know. Still got to figure that out. I think what I'm going to do here, though, is once we add on the little extension to mirror this side where the freezer is, I'm going to move the restrooms into that area. And we'll make them bigger restrooms closer to, like, this, so we'll try to fit the bath in there. Although this is unnecessarily big, but part of that is just because that's the space we had to work with. So this could really be a 2x3. This doesn't have any purpose, that space there. And we could probably fit a couple of those in there. So if we're out here, like this, I think we could fit like maybe 4 of those bathrooms across. I guess it'd be easier to measure it here, right? So, let's see. Let's grab that planning tool. I'll use the remove plan because I don't need to necessarily put it in. I just want to know the space. So, 2x3 there. That's 1. Another 2x3 here is 2. 2x3 there is 3. So we can get 3 in, and then something awkwardly shaped right here. But there's going to be a wall running there, and then obviously a wall here, a wall here, a wall here. So, I don't know what that would be. Could just have like a little battery room or something. I don't know. But then the rest of this space will just be open, and we'll try to fit more recreational stuff in there. More pool tables. Or excuse me, more poker tables, some pool tables, because we don't have any yet. Although I like the look of poker tables. They're a little bit smaller. I like having the nice chairs around them. And so, I don't know, we'll see, because variety is good. We'll try to mix it up. I'm going to factor in aesthetics as well. So, we did finish hot tub research. Let's take a look at that. They're smaller than I would have thought. I think it fits like 4 from the look of it, and all 4 of them are like right on top of each other. But we could get a couple in here. I do need some sort of material, though. I can make them out of steel, but they're very expensive if I do that. Actually, that's not too bad. Versus, I was thinking of doing limestone, so they'd be kind of a white color. And yeah, it's the same amount. It's just 150 of it is limestone. But we could do 2 of them there, and then like 2 of them here. That kind of uses up that space a little bit. And then again, I got to figure out what all this is going to be filled with, because it's not going to be crops there forever. But I'd like to have some of these. I think they'll help keep people happy. We also have the sewage treatment station or whatever. So I'll need to figure out where this is going to go. But it should probably be... Well, it needs to be connected to our plumbing, but that's not a huge issue. I'd like to have it, I mean, I was going to say out of sight. It doesn't necessarily need to be out of sight. It just needs to not be, like, in the center of, you know, our park. We don't want that to be, like, a featured attraction. Also, we've got these big water towers now, so I want to have, maybe wherever we put that, we'll have a couple of these big ones. And we'll figure something out. Because potentially this doesn't need to be here anymore. We could have a bigger water treatment room somewhere else that's more permanent, and then this could be used again as hospital space. I think it would even be cool to have, like if we had 4 hospital rooms, 3 human ones, and then 1 dedicated specifically to animals. Would be nice. Although it's kind of hard to do that because you can't designate types for animal beds. So like this animal bed is just an animal bed, and so animals will sleep in there, like it or not, or injured or not. So that's something to consider as well. I've also got to figure out like rugs and stuff, because I was trying to color code these, and unfortunately there's not a ton of colors to work with. But I think like all these orange ones, I would kind of like the prison to be orange because the prisoner beds are orange. And yeah, I don't know. Like the hospital is blue because the hospital beds are blue. The research one I did teal because I don't know. That was one of the colors available. What colors do we have actually? Were they under miscellaneous? Yeah. So there was red, orange, green, teal, and blue. Well, we could do blue for medical, teal for research, green could be agriculture, so if we have like greenhouses, stuff like that. Orange could be engineering and construction, which technically the prison would fall under because they're going to be doing that sort of stuff. So like mining, building, crafting will be orange, but also the prisoners because they're doing those jobs as well. And then red could be administration, so it would be like the admin building, it would be the guard stations, stuff like that. I mean, this is all for us really, because obviously the colonists don't care. It's not going to help the guests find where they're going. But I just think that would be a nice touch. So I'll see what I can do. But that means the hotel will need new rugs, because this I would consider... I wish there was purple. I don't particularly like the color purple, but for like guest areas, purple would be great. So yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out though. I think I'll leave it there for today though. So we've made some progress on the base. The prison's coming along nicely. We just need to kind of put the finishing touches on this part up here. And then we'll get the beds converted over. I don't think these are all lit. No. Most of them are, but there's still 2 that are not. And we don't really have walls over there at all yet. I'll need to figure out a layout for this room. And I've already got this fenced off. I just need to put the gate in there, and then obviously we'll build the hoppers and stuff. But I don't want, again, just anybody to be able to wander in here because they'll take the food off of the hoppers. Also, if this is an outside space, then that food will deteriorate faster. So I need to make this an enclosed space, which once we put a gate here and a roof over it, it should be. If not, then we'll have to use something other than chain link fences, but I've used chain link fences for this in the past and it has worked. The added benefit of this is that if they decide to escape and try to break through this, because this is going to be weaker than a wall, they'll be breaking into another locked chain link fence area. So I don't think they'll do that. Generally, they just pick the locks and run right out. But at least this is an additional deterrent if they decide to. In fact, because these are so weak, if they're going to try to break out, I think they would go through the gate and then this. Because if they go through here, they'd have to go through a chain link fence gate anyways. And this is definitely going to have more HP than a glass gate. We'll see though. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.